Well, hello. Welcome to the first inauguration of the PughBear. Well, at least live anyway. I've been posting some content for the past 15 days, building up to today, which is November 11th still, depending on what side of the world you are. And yeah, it's launch day. So I'm super stoked about that. I haven't done like a live in a long time. I haven't done a lot of the funny stuff in a long time. So there's kind of a lot to cover probably tonight, and we're gonna have some laughs and go to bed. So like pretend this is, I don't know, the PughBear bedtime story tonight. So let me give you a little history on the PughBear. Um, First of all, let's go with the name. I think that's a good place to start. In like a long, long, long time ago, in a land far away, this all happened at work, by the way. So this is going to be in the context of my job. Somebody called me Pew Boy because my last name's Pew, P-U-G-H. P is in Paul, right? U-G-H. So they used to call me Pew Boy. And then, like, I don't know, 15 years later, somebody called me PughBear, and they actually made a graphic and sent it around the office, and it stuck with family, it stuck with friends. I mean, a lot of people call me by my last name, like when they're upset with me or when they feel like they need to perhaps curb my ADD or my, I don't know, shenanigans, things that I'm doing in public that might be embarrassing everyone but myself, etc. So that's kind of where the name, the PughBear, came from. It's a brand now. I've got it on my shirt here, PughBear brand, and yeah, so it's real. I've got swag, the whole nine yards. So why am I doing this, right? And where did it come from? So in 2006, I was officially kicking off a voiceover career. I'm an IT guy, and I started my own business. I left IT for about 7 to 10 months, somewhere in there, and built a client base. Doing voiceovers primarily for technology. Some cool things like T-Mobile. I was the voice of the Fave 5. I've done a couple, maybe 3 audiobooks that almost killed me. And I've had my audio, my voice was played over Washington D.C. For one event, and so really cool stuff. I've been heard around the world. But sometimes life happens. In life happened, I did a startup, and I sort of had to lay the voiceover down and not moonlight because there was no more time left in the day, since it's only 24 hours, and sleeping was kind of barely getting in there. So fast forward, I rebranded under the moniker Ryan Austin, and this was in Charlotte. And what happened was I needed some ways to promote the voiceover in the new brand because nobody knew me by that name in the voiceover world. And I started making just funny videos to kind of get, some content and some, advertisement going on. So the funny videos took off. My voiceover brand didn't do so well because they didn't know who it was. And my client base had kind of moved on from my outage with doing a software startup. So that, my friends, is the history of the PughBear. Why am I doing it now? Why'd you even stop doing it, etc.? Well, 2018, major move geographically. I moved back to my home state, Texas. I'm based in Dallas, and the pandemic hits like 2 years later, and there was just probably the best time for funny stuff to come out. I wasn't in a funny mood. Like most of the globe, the pandemic was kind of a low blow, but it's behind us now. And that's so great. People during that time, even before that time, were like, dude, when are you going to start making funny videos again? I miss your videos. And I kept running into people. They'd say the same thing. Hey, you really need to start doing videos. Yeah. I'll get to it. And well-meaning, but it takes time and it takes investment and a lot of thought. And I just really feel like now is the time. And so here I am, the PughBear. I put some thought into it. I noodled for what, 6 years, and thought on airplanes, thought in the car, thought in the bathroom on my phone. Let's be real. And so the PughBear is now a real brand, and I'm going to start making content. So I didn't really have digital creator on my resume. I guess I will soon. So what am I going to do with all this stuff? What am I going to do as far as funny videos? Yeah, I'm going to make those. Am I going to go live? Yeah, sometimes I'm going to go live, maybe more so. I found that building content, editing content, getting it all out there, and it's a lot of work. So this is something I'm doing on the side because, you know, IT pays the bills. But hey, I love doing this. Being creative gives me battery juice, and I'm pretty ADD and I need that battery juice. And so it invests really the creative stuff, me doing creative stuff, in being able to do kind of like, you know, a lot of the rest of my life, charges my batteries. One of the things I did in Charlotte that was very popular was just show up at places and not unannounced, no scripts. I just walk in and I do something nuts, like drive up to Starbucks or go in a coffee shop and do hand modeling as Rick Modello. A lot of people loved, you know, some of the characters I created at that time. So I plan on doing some more of the man on the street kind of thing. We'll see how that goes. That was in Charlotte. I'm hoping Dallas people will be as nice and I won't like take a bat to the face or, you know, perhaps get, you know, shot or arrested by doing funny stuff on the street in Dallas. Having watched a lot of social media go down, especially during the election, I think I'm pretty tame. So we'll see. Stand-up comedy. It's something I've been asked to do a bunch of times. I have done stand-up about 3 times, maybe 4 times, probably 3 times. And it's hard. It's totally different than sitting in front of a camera. You can see people hate you. You can see people get bored. You see like a lot of these things. And so I've heard like on comedians in cars getting coffee, which is a great show, by the way, just a happy little show. Casual, you're kind of in the car, you want coffee, it's too late, good show. But one of the things that Seinfeld and his guests talked about is going to the gym, which was practicing comedy. Another thing was don't wing it. Have a plan, have a script. So that's in the works. Looking at doing stand-up in 2025. Would love for you to come see some stand-up. Love to do it. You know, I just need to get my stuff. I need to get the PughBear needs to get his act together and get out there and go to the gym and work out and have a script and a plan so I'm not winging it. So that's kind of the vision of where I'm going with this. And you know, not a lot of people know me as the PughBear, right? So friends and family do, but not everybody. And so one of the things that I'm having to do is kind of qualify myself for, like, you know, what gives you the right to kind of do this, right? And yeah, are you qualified? Are you really funny? Are you just some bozo with a camera and a podcast mic? There's a lot of that. I don't know. Maybe I am a bozo, but hey, it's late at night. What else are you gonna do? Doom scroll? So maybe just you know what we need to do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give myself a little credibility. This has been prearranged, so I won't act like it's not scripted. I've got a professional opinion from a therapist, and he goes by the name CB. His full name is Cranium Blender. That's right, Cranium Blender. It's CB. Cranium, would you like to come over here and join me here at the mic, please, sir? There he is, Cranium Blender. I can tell that I'm already getting loads of credibility at this point. And so the other person that happens to be in the studio is the well, it's kind of like the little devil on your shoulder or the bad voice that you shouldn't listen to, and that's Doug. Doug is the doubting and slandering serpent. So I guess there's like antlers going on here. There's his face for CB, and then, you know, Doug. He's got a tongue because he lies. He lies a lot. He's a slanderous serpent. I don't know if I could say those S's without sounding like a serpent myself, but here they are. So here they are live. And so let's just turn it over to CB, Cranium Blender here. Mr. Blender, CB, Do you think that I, the PughBear, am somehow qualified to do this? Am I sound? Am I mind? Am I stable? Should I be on a microphone in front of people? Is it potentially cruel or elder abuse or anything like that? What's your professional opinion? In my professional opinion, the PughBear is of a sound mind, good humor, and has a holy and recently and renounced huffing gasoline rags in the garage. Wow, I didn't expect that, and I did not see that coming. That's not true at all. That's not true. I don't huff rags of gasoline in my garage. I don't think I'd be able to sit here and or stand here or sit here and do that. This has got to be coming from Doug. Doug, did you lie to CB and tell him that? No, I didn't. Okay, yes. I did, and I love it. Doug, I'd like to recommend you to come see me at my office sometime. Doug, I actually do think I agree with CB here. I think you should take CB up on his offer for some, I don't know, therapy. It's therapy, right? Drugs, therapy, that kind of thing. Yeah. What do you think about that? Never. He's a filthy liar. And his name, I mean, come on, man. It's Cranium Blender. PughBear, what you're seeing is Doug deflecting out of guilt and shame, maybe remorse. He's expressing himself, and he's deflecting anger towards me and towards you. That's not true. I enjoy being nefarious and slimy. Well, there you have it, guys. I mean, we've heard from professional therapist, CB, Doug. I appreciate you coming on and proving that I am completely of sound mind and perhaps borderline genius. I don't think anybody said that, but I think it was inferred at some point. That's enough of those guys for a little while. So I think, having explained where the PughBear came from, explained, what I'm wanting to do, I'd like to just perhaps share. Let's see. I think I'm going to share something. I'm going to share the video. I want to talk. That's what I want to do. I want to talk about some video that I did, man on the street. This is episode 1, guys. So I'm going to do my best to make sure this goes without a hitch. But, there's a little self-doubt coming here. So I'm going to give this a go and see what happens. Hopefully not embarrass myself too terribly. Yeah. So let's go here. Ready?
Welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you?
Hi, it's a beautiful day here in sunny Charlotte, North Carolina. And there's nothing I'd like more this morning than a frothy, silky, iced venti 2-pump white mocha. And it's Saturday, so we'll keep the whip.
Anything else for you, Ryan?
Yeah, if you could throw in a spinach foldover to sweeten the deal, that'd be awesome.
Come on around here.
All right, thank you.
No, that's really right.
It's
Yeah, okay. So a little glitch, right? Trying to find all my mouse keys. That was the Starbucks video. What's the story behind that one? That one was it was pretty interesting because it was early morning. Not sure how my brain was firing, but I had enough time because there were cars in the line to go to said Starbucks. And of course I've frequented that place. And yeah, so I decided to use my voice chops to order myself a drink that morning, and I did that joyfully, and it went well with the I don't know, with the what do you call them? The baristas had a kick at it. They called me by name. Oh, you might have heard it. Oh, it's really Ryan. So I decided to take that bit and do the thug life thing at the end of it, and use that as kind of a shtick. One more. I'm going to pull one more for the vault. And the reason I'm doing this, just to be honest with you, is because there hasn't been a lot of circulation of some of the things that I've been showing. in the vault. Here is one that was kind of a classic. It was a favorite. So we'll play this one next if I can get there. And so this is a character called Bobby Ray. And Bobby Ray has a son. It's actually my own son, Alex. He was very young at the time when this was filmed. And he's just a terrible father. That's really the whole shtick. He's a backwoods hillbilly, t-shirt wearing, mullet having, hillbilly, I don't know, father. He's terrible. He's just a terrible person. And so I'm going to show that. So again, just doing this. This is launch. We're gonna figure this out together and maybe laugh along the way. So let's take a quick look. I'm dragging this out because I'm navigating these controls here. Yes. All right. So let's watch Bobby Ray being a terrible father. Here we go.
Boy, look, you see that adopted?
Dad, what's adopted?
You are, boy. I ain't your daddy. I'm gonna go gather food, but if I don't come back in about 24 hours to 48 hours, I want you to go ahead and start heading for the road to find some civilization. Toughen the boy up. He'll be grateful later.
I hope that worked. I just realized I'm not sure if I have the sound connected. If you guys are watching silent videos, that's probably not funny. Let me know. I probably should be checking out the comments and all that kind of stuff. So that was Bobby Ray and Boy. And yeah, so one of the things that I wanted to do tonight was also bring Bad Song Petey on as well. And so I'm just going with the hopes that that what I'm doing right now is actually coming through on your audio. If it's not, let me know. Send a chat, and I'll fix it hopefully. So here we go. I am going to, you know what? Yeah. All right, so I'm queuing stuff up here. That's what's going on. Guys, I'm sorry. This is a little choppy. Here we go. Sharing one more time. And this is Bad Song Petey, kind of celebrating the launch.
Looking so fine coming out of his cave, got cleaned up and has a fresh shave. He put on his jeans, now he's heading out, stepping on the scene, watch him move with clout. Move with clout, move with clout. The PughBear is coming out. The time is racing and the fuse is lit. It's time to launch, it's not time to sit. The countdown clock has finally begun. Look at PughBear cause he's about to run. The PughBear is out, the PughBear is out. Coming out of the cave with powerful clout. Ground control to Major Bear. Put on your spacesuit, change your underwear. It's time to go, not a second to lose. You're not Major Tom, but I guess you will do. The PughBear, he's about to launch. The PughBear, he wants some lunch. The PughBear, he's off the ground. The PughBear, you better look around. The PughBear. The PughBear is out. The PughBear is out. Coming out of the cave with powerful clout. He put on his jeans, now he's heading out. Stepping on the scene, watch him move with clout. Move with clout, move with clout, move with clout. The time is racing and the fuse is lit. It's time to launch, it's not time to sit. The countdown clock has finally begun. Look at PughBear cause he's about to run. The PughBear is out, the PughBear is out. coming out of the cave with powerful clout. The PughBear. The PughBear is out. Coming out of the cave with powerful clout.
Yeah, that's Bad Song Petey right there. What an honor. They made a song about me. PughBear, he's launching, he's coming out of his cave. He has on jeans, underwear. Those are all both good things. Speaking of, I thought one of the things that I would bring up tonight and just kind of share, this isn't just a show about laughs. I want it to be educational, and I want to impart wisdom to you, kind of like a mentor, maybe. There's potential here for like the PughBear mentor program, mentorship. Yeah. So here's a hack. And this is really a hack from 2020 on, because it changed the world. And instead of driving and going to offices, we stayed at home. And I think the big joke was, people were wearing shirts and no pants. A lot of weird things happened on camera. I've heard some stories. I haven't really witnessed anything like vulgar myself that happened on camera. People just got real sloppy with, what they were eating, chewing, like really chewing, quit putting on, like makeup or doing their hair or these kinds of things. That was my experience. And I brought my own to my own experience, my own giftings of innovation. I'm in IT. I like to innovate and just really solution. And so I want to share a Zoom. It could be Teams, but a video call, right? Zoom call is kind of what the slang is now. I want to share a Zoom hack with you that I think you'll appreciate. This is free, guys. Like, I'm not going to charge for this. Get your pen, your notepad. I can't get it. It's right behind me. Well, I have a PughBear notepad. It looks a lot like this PughBear cup, and I left my prop in the back. But get your pen and paper. You're going to want to know a lot more about this. Here's the hack. Guys, during Zoom calls, a lot of times we're going back to back to back to back in meetings, and some people just drag on, and some people don't let you talk until the very end when you're about to run over and you're going to be clocking in like 3 minutes late to the next meeting. And let's face it, if you've had 5 of these bad boys, you need a bio break, right? You got to go potty. You got to go at least number 1 with coffee. You might need to play the deuce card in the deck. I don't know. A little crass, but let's keep going. So here is how I have navigated that personally. And it's just like I'm holding a secret that I don't really want to let go. I haven't patented this. I don't have the rights to it, and I'm about to share it because it's big, right? I don't take bio breaks on Zoom calls. I don't have to, and I really schedule things, right? But schedule aside, if I'm going to be sitting in a chair on Zoom, how am I going to go to the restroom? What about number 1? All right, let's just kind of remove card 2, the deuce card, from the stack, and we'll just focus on number 1. We've had coffee. It's a diuretic. We've sipped water. Everybody's got the big, Yeti cups or swells or whatever, just chugging water all day. On a Zoom call, you don't want to be sitting there like with your eyes turning yellow, having to go off camera and hopefully mute to go to the bathroom. I've got a solution for you. Here's what I do. I wake up, and I most of my Zoom calls are around 8:30. I try to manage them around 9 a.m. I go to the garage and I grab my secret weapon. Secret weapon. What is secret weapon? I come into my office, I get near my chair, and I open the secret weapon. What is it? It's a bag of kitty litter. It's a big old bag of kitty litter, and I pour me a big old heaping pile in my chair, and I sit in that chair all day long without having to take a restroom break. I mean, it's perfect for number one. Listen, I'm just going to give you a pro tip. Don't play your deuce card in your chair and kitty litter. You will lose. It's not part of this hack. Again, that one's out of the deck. So we're talking one. Is there side effects from this? Can people detect that I'm using the restroom? You do got to keep a game face. And let's face it, relief is hard to kind of hide, especially if you've been kind of doing like, crossing your legs for a little bit. So you want to make sure your face is, I'm interested, right? Maybe, I don't know what to think about that. Many ways that you can, try to hide the fact that you're urinating in your chair and kitty litter. What you don't want to do is this, right? You don't want any obvious signs that you're potentially relieving yourself, because they're going to catch on. Here's why. The bad part of the kitty litter is like these little dust particles. It's not fairy dust. It's more like, I don't know, sheetrock dust kind of comes up. And so you have a little bit of like a fume plume that arises in the kitty litter. And, I enjoy the fresh scent. They've got these scented crystals. So, it's not like I smell pee while I'm sitting in my chair having a bio break, but it's not a break. So I'm having like a bio-a-thon, right? I keep going. I'm going to go the distance. I'm going to do 8 hours of Zoom calls. Meet you outside, right? Side effects. Let's talk about those. There's some downside to this. It seems flawless, but there's a few holes. And here's number one, no pun intended, but chafing is really been an issue, and kind of a road rash on, the lower part of my body. Man, that stuff's like gravel. It's literally like sitting on crushed up seashells. And you're going to need probably some lotion, possibly antibiotic if you're one of those people that shifts around in your chair a lot, kind of uncomfortable. Payoff is worth it. So a little discomfort, chafing, you can go to CVS, Walgreens, your drugstore of choice, and they've got creams, lotions for that. Number two, and this is a big one. Again, no pun intended. I'm really not trying to do that, even though we're talking about bio breaks. Number two is clumping. The kitty litter clumps. Several hours in your chair means lots of clumps. And what's happening is you're basically creating like moon rocks everywhere. And since we're in space now, you're creating moon rocks near the planet Uranus, right? That's going to hurt. And it's just kind of like one of those things that shows up on camera when you're like, you got to kind of move around and make sure you get that clump over to the side. That's no good. It's a great time probably to pause your video, definitely your audio, and just kind of shift around. The other downside of this hack is cleanup. I found that if you lay a tarp or a trash bag down first and then put the kitty litter on the trash bag, sometimes you can maneuver so that there's no ancillary kitty litter that you would have to vacuum up. Man, I can't believe I just shared that. That's like, I feel like I gave top secret information, and I'm no doctor. I have no professional degree in chemistry or anything like that. So I, sign any waivers that I might send out if you do try this hack. But yeah, follow me for more workplace hacks. So that's kind of it for tonight. This was the launch. I just wanted to kind of get out there and say, go see my videos. I've got some videos posted. There's a lot of things from the archive. I'm going to start releasing new content. There's some old content. My producer, who is a producer and happens to be married to me, she's kind of teaching me a few things about like, don't, blow every video you've had in the archive out in 1 week. And so I don't know. I've been mashing the gas pedal. You guys tell me. Help me out with this. This is launch day. I got swag if you want to go to my website. My website is thepughbear.com. You can Google. I call Google the Googer. You can Google for that. I'll post it as well. It's going to be on the closing reel. And what else? Yeah, so swag. I got videos out there. I've got a Facebook page. I've got a TikTok account. I've got an IG account. I got Reels. X. I love X. Man, X has been refreshing to me in so many ways. Elon Musk has done a fantastic job just getting that platform trued up. I feel like, social media has been the airplane that's kind of like got oxygen masks hanging, and you got some people who are still sleeping and don't know. Some people who are awake. My advice, put the mask on yourself and then try to put it on your neighbor. Hopefully they are receptive. But yeah, I want you to follow me. Do that. I really could use the follows. If you like my stuff, like a heart. Like, give me a heart. That's my call to action to you. I'd love to give you more content sooner than later. If you like the live event, if this is something you like, let us know. Let us know. That's me and my wife, my producer, who is a real producer. I'm not making that up. She really does produce for TV and does a lot of that good stuff. So I don't know what I'm doing, and she's basically mentoring me. So follow me for more workplace hacks like kitty litter, humor, like some of the videos that I've shown. And other than that, I want to call it a night. It's probably past bedtime for a lot of us. Hopefully this has been like a refreshing, excuse me, as I choke to death, a refreshing bedtime story, wind you down, maybe a couple of chuckles, and just drift off into the ether to sleep. So that's it. Guys, I'm the Pugh Bear. Get some swag. I got caps. There's a backpack hanging behind my head. That's what that is. Notepads, all kinds of stuff. I don't make a lot of money off that. I'm going to be honest with you. I might actually be going into deep debt. Why? Because everything is a subscription. My e-commerce platform takes a big chunk. My print on demand, because I just started this, I don't have inventory. Every item is special print, so that costs a lot of money. I have little things like, add-ons for doing bundles and stuff that I probably don't need. All these kinds of things. So at the end of the day, if you just want to donate a cup of coffee to me, I'll probably make more money than the swag shop. What's cool about the swag is I've got people out in the wild right now. That's probably something I should start tagging. There's people out in the wild right now wearing their Pugh Bear caps, their Pugh Bear t-shirts. They've got their Pugh Bear whatever. I've got all kinds of swag on there. I even have a phone case if you're a real fanboy. So far, I've sold zero of those. So if you want to be the first one to have a phone case, I'll throw you on the show or something. So anyway, let me do a shameless drink from the Pugh Bear mug. This is actually a prototype, the proof. I got to order the real one, but I've kind of aligned. I didn't like how it was close to my fingers. So this is probably bad product placement, since this version was sort of a dud and the new one's a little bit more, I don't know, symmetrical. Yeah. We could take a quick drink and then Pugh Bear out. Well, cheers. All right. So if you got a glass of water, if you got a coffee cup, tea, if you don't, just cup your hand like this and pretend, and we'll cheers our way out. Cheers, everyone, to the launch day. Cheers to all of you who are joining me tonight. Cheers to all those of you who hated this and are leaving me nasty comments that I'm not seeing. And cheers to all those who love Pugh Bear near and far. I love you too. Big hugs from me. Sleep good tonight, guys. Cheers.